who didn't hear, my name is Ty, and this is my wife, Amy.
This is the entire Knighthorse Theater Company. Artistic director Ty Lemerand and executive director Amy McLaughlin. They not only perform together, but are married to one another. They perform two-person adaptations of Shakespeare's plays, such as A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Fairies, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton, and not I, thy lord. Pay attention. And not I, thy lord.
Then I must be thy lady.
That's true.
But I know when thou was stolen away from fairyland, and in the shape of Quarren sat all day, playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Phillida. Why art thou here? Come from the farthest steep of India. But that forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your buskined mistress, and your warrior love to Theseus must be wedded.
Now this is how most students are introduced to Shakespeare, required reading in school. It seems as if the language is hard to understand, the plots are complicated, basically, it's boring. The secret, they say, is in how it's taught.
And Shakespeare really was meant to be performed. He wasn't meant to be read in a book, seated at a desk, whether you're in ninth grade or a senior in college. He needs to be brought off the page and bring him to life. And that's what Amy and I, we formed this theater company to do that. As we like to say, to get Shakespeare off the page and onto the stage and show the kids that he created living, breathing, three-dimensional characters that exist. They're real people.
We have a saying that when we're teaching workshops and teaching classes or directing a play or scenes, if you learn Shakespeare on your butt, it stays in your butt. So you can't sit and read it, because then you're not going to get it. You're not going to understand it. But if you stand up, you move around, and if your whole class has to read the play, your whole class has to read the play. So you've got friends in your class, have them come over, order a pizza, read it. Everybody take a part, read it, figure it out, talk about it, use the language, use your lips and your teeth and form the words and get together and do it as a group. And you're not alone. You're not doing it by yourself. You're not just sort of looking to the dictionary, what does this mean? And you can figure it out as a group, and then you're all in it together.
Shakespeare was a businessman, and he wrote plays that were going to put, pardon my French, butts in the seats. That's what he did. And people have forgotten that he was the P.T. Barnum of his day, you know. And so what we try to do is get back to that feeling of this is exciting theater that anyone can enjoy, regardless of their age or background or level of education. It doesn't matter, because Shakespeare wrote for everybody. He wrote for the groundlings, and he wrote for the nobility, and he wrote for everybody in between. There's something for everybody to enjoy. There's the high language, the great poetry, but there's also sword fights and ghosts and beheadings and blood and romance and kissing and dogs.
When didst thou ever see me heave up my leg and make water against the gentlewoman's farthingale? Didst thou ever see me do such a trick? No. Come along, Crab.
By establishing their own theater company, they get to play roles they might not otherwise be cast in. By not confining themselves to a stage, by mingling with the audience, they share the performance with them. In this scene from Macbeth, the title character is met by three witches who predict he will become king.
All hail, Macbeth! Hail to thee, Thane of Cawdor! All hail, Macbeth! Thou shalt be king hereafter.
By my father's death, I know I am Thane of Blondes. But how of Cawdor? And to be king stands not within the prospect of belief, no more than to be Cawdor. What is it that you speak? What will be? Or what may be only? Tell me more! And he goes to grab them, and of course they disappear because that's what witches do.
There are many superstitions surrounding Macbeth based on the belief it is somehow cursed. Many actors refuse to say the name of the play out loud, calling it the Scottish play instead. As the scene continues, sure enough, the witches were right. Macbeth has killed the king to claim the crown.
His blood flows out over his hands. And Macbeth gets everything that the witches promised. He gets ultimate power, ultimate wealth, ultimate fame.
And the fire alarm suddenly goes off for no reason. Or is it the curse of Macbeth? In addition to having their pick of roles, they can also choose what scenes to do, be it from the taming of the shrew.
And place your hand below your husband's foot in token of which duty, if he please, my hand is ready. May it do him ease.
Or Romeo and Juliet.
Let lips do as hands do. They pray, grant thou, lest faith turn to despair.
Saints, do not move, though grant for prayer's sake.
Then move not, while my prayer's effect I take. Thus from my lips, by thine my sin is purged.
Then have my lips the sin that they have took.
Sin from my lips! Oh! Oh, trespass, sweetly urged. Give me my sin again.
Unlike some of Shakespeare's plays, their real-life story has a happy ending.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies, away! We shall chide down right by longer stay.